expected with how Benedetta might be played here. Turtle number 1 already getting closely contested by these two teams. Hasn't spawned yet though. Both junglers still need to get their buffs.
Yep, they're just looking for a level 4 because that ult coming in from the Benedetta, crazy. Last time I checked, has a base stat of about 1,000 damage or something crazy like that.
Wow.
Right now we can see that Han, they might want to go for a fight against this Chip. Chip gets first blood, and Lina gets the kill. And now Nico with the Lantern Flare, able to pull someone out. But now Ying finds Ken. This is not looking good for Mythic Seal. The fight continues. And looks like Kun is going to get targeted, but he's the Hilda. He should be fine.
All right, Boya already found a good angle, but that's the ultimate of the Lucas already up. Mythic Seals might not want to fight into this, but they says, Ku, that we are definitely going to fight into this. Han falls down. Ken gets the turtle without a problem. Blink up next on the dock, trying to hold, but he will fall. Mythic Seals turn it around, and turtle number 1.
This is what Mythic Seal wants. They want to be local. They want people to challenge them to a fight because then they can do something. Uninteractive plays is not good for Mythic Seal. So at least now, at least in the early game, looking pretty good. But wait till you scale up. We got to see Ying after 2 items. What's going to be the change there?
Yeah. I think one of the differences also that Mythic Seals made was that now in this game number 2, especially with that first fight alone, they're already showing, all right, they're looking at specific conditions for the opposing team fight. They put the pressure right away onto Lina. It forced Ying to actually use his Electo Final Blow defensively. So then, even though Yangon, the fight looked good for them, Han popped off his ultimate, they already knew that the biggest problem potentially in a team fight is gone. The Electo Final Blow was gone. So Mythic Seals decided to fight into it, and it was the right call. So if they can continue chaining that together again, then this should fare better for them. Lina spots out the members of Mythic Seals in that middle shore.
Yeah, and for you guys at home, you guys can scan the QR code to tell us what is your MLBB user experience. And now Blake, Ying actually invades, but no damage right now. Ying gets caught, tries to run away, able to get out of the way, but Lina, sorry, looks like gets caught. I was surprised because I thought that Petrify caught them, but the Purify, that's it. I was like, wait, why didn't they stop moving? Purify, of course.
Yeah, Purify coming in just in time for Zippy, and was also able to use the dash of the second skill to provide space. So now that's something that Ying has to talk about with either Blink or Han even, to, hey, one of us needs to be the one forcing out the Purify. The rest just needs to follow up. Because once those Purifies are up, and if Yangon mistime it and they go all in at the same time, you're wasting so many key abilities. So let's see if they can find better timing. Lina already forced to use the Flicker out. Kun, one-man army in the front line, providing space, and it forces Yangon to think twice about going for a more aggressive position in this turtle. They back off just a bit.
A Blade of Heptases on Ying with this Benedetta. Whoever gets hit first is going to take a lot of damage. But look at this. They're able to get Zippy Cutie. Zippy's going to get taken down by Stitch. In the backside, we see Han trying to get onto Boye. But looks like Han is going to get stopped. Still going in with the flash combo. Kun unable to get a kill onto this Lucas.
Han didn't commit the full damage of that Lucas, knowing that if he accidentally used the basic attack to go behind, he's going to put in a bad spot. Mythic Seals right now, they're forcing it. They're trying everything they can. And yes, they can. With a double kill for the Joy. Kun sees Han. They're trying to give space. Han has Retribution, but he doesn't want to risk it. Yangon give up another objective as Mythic Seal, with their bravery and fighting, they're outplaying Yangon.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Yangon right now, they're a little bit overhyped here. Because yes, you had a very good game 1, but you still got to respect. And now Ying is going to try his best. He gets onto Zippy Cutie, but still unable to one-shot and unable to control him as well.
With what could have been the main X-Factor pick in the draft with this Benedetta has looked to be one of the weak links in this game number 2 as Mythic Seals just look ready for the Benedetta entry. Look at Kun giving all the space for Zippy to break the tower, and Stitch and Blink can only watch and wait for a better moment to fight things out. Mythic Seals, gotta give it to them. After that game number 1, not a lot of people were impressed by their performance, but then here in this game number 2, dude, they're literally just going I mean, if you translate Ken's name to Malay, it'll be Bole, right? They're literally just going Bole. And Ying under the tower trying to defend it with everything he's got. Ooh. But he's going to get taken out by the Juicin Nico. Active in this game.
But here's the thing, Remar, YG, if they're able to stall it out long enough, YG can start playing the macro game because they have two side lane damagers here. You got Stitch on that Moskov and then Ying on that Benedetta. Just play a 1-3-1 and then start making it so that Mythic Seal is unable to interact. Like maybe that's the secondary win condition that they're thinking of. Like if we win the team fight, we're amazing, we're going to MSE. But if we don't, hey, let's be clever about this and just split the map in half.
Once again, these two teams, they want to go to Riyadh. They want to go to MSC, happening in the middle of July all the way up until August 2. MWI happening from July 10th, or excuse me, middle of July towards around July 20th as well for MWI. But before we even get to Riyadh and EWC, it's all about championship. The first ever championship for the Super League. Blink, is he going to be able to get away? No, Mythic Seals found the angle. They found Blink. No roamer for Yangon. I don't think they're going to risk it. They're going to try to play the macro game, but the Granger took the portal back to the mid. Ying took the portal as well as he goes into the bottom lane. A switch in positioning for both Zippy and Ying. The Benedetta, is it finally online? Can they find an opening as Han and Ying are getting zoned out by Nico the Petrify? Electo final blow. Ying doing everything he can, but he gets taken out, only to get set up by Lina. A double kill for this Valentina as Ken still gets the Lord. They got the kills, but they missed the major objective.
Hey, at least they get the kills, man. Lina right now is looking pretty strong. This might be a battle of the mid laners again. Ken comes in and looks like he actually was able to iframe out of that tsunami slam, and with that he gets a kill onto Lina. Talk about timing on Ken, finding that iframe and the electrifying beats, avoiding the tsunami slam.
Say what you will about Ken and his joy, it's a comfort for a reason. 5,000 gold lead and climbing. Mythic Seals still in control. Yangon, similar to how Mythic Seals played in game number 1, now they look uncomfortable in this game number 2, as Nico has gotten to the point where he's single-handedly stopping a Benedetta from wanting to split push.
Remar, real talk. Man-to-man, mano-a-mano. If you were in the grand finals in YG shoes, would you let Ken have the joy again?
No, not at this point. I think the only time you'll give Ken joy is if they end up with a Fredrin first pick or something on the blue side or whatnot.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm sure they can fight against the joy, but do you really want to take the risk? Maybe at match point, you know, you can play around with it because we've seen Ken on that joy and we've seen Ken on that Suyo. Different performance, man.
Yeah, it looks like, you know how every dude has their favorite, I don't know, their favorite car, their favorite pair of shoes.
Yep.
It's like Ken just has his favorite something, and then it just makes him feel so much better. And
maybe he just like the color yellow.
Yeah, more he likes the color yellow, and Joy has green on her, right? Or is it just color yellow?
Colorblind.
Wait, you're colorblind. Yeah, I'm asking the wrong person here. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay. So with the Seals, they can just keep this up, honestly. With how Nico's been playing, Zippy doesn't have an impressive KDA, but at least everyone else on the side of Mythic Seal seems to be on that. If one of them fall, there's always at least two people ready to cover. While for Yangon, it's they cannot get a comfortable team fight. There's always a misposition somewhere, Mythic Seal's getting to the key spot first, that they just can't get a good spot for them.
Ying right now, he doesn't deal enough damage and he's not tanky enough because he doesn't deal enough damage to take down the Hilda, and Nico by himself is able to kind of 1v1 against Ying if Ying does not have that Petrify. I mean, like, to be fair, Nico even has that Purify, so he can fight back. So Ying is in a very awkward spot where he's not tanky enough to make disruption, and he doesn't have enough damage to one-shot anyone. So yeah, I think you just got to play the side lanes, man. And I listen, I know the chip can go to the side lane, but even the chip only has one choice, bottom or top. So attack both.
All right, Chip already spotted out. SOD is gonna land. It's already in the Lord pit. Is the Moskov gonna go in? Han is close enough. Retribution still won by Ken. Han falls down. No more Lucas. Yangon back off, knowing that if they decided to fight even more, it would not have gone good for them.
Yeah. In terms of wave clear, honestly, not the best unless they use the Electo Final Blow. But you kind because you're doing damage. If possible, you want to make it so that yes, you want to clear the minions, but at least one kill. Because I feel like if they can get Zippy or Nico, that's good enough. If you get Ken, amazing. Shutdown goal for everyone. Looking at the items here, look at that Benedetta, really focusing on that penetration, which makes it worse. You have the Blade of Hephaestus and the Malefic Roar, and you couldn't damage the Hilda.
Yeah, Yangon needs to talk. Set something up for the Benedetta if they can, but right now Mythic Seal's just running all over Yangon's base. They're already in front of the crystal. They want to get the bottom tower down. They want to end it here and tie things up, but there's no more minion waves. Despite a 10,000 gold lead, despite Yangon desperately lacking in items, Mythic Seals play it safe. Is that warranted or is it too cautious?
I mean, 10,000. Oh, hold on. As you say it, they actually go in, and Lina having to use the Crimson Beacon to get away. This is just caster curse things. We say Chip has not been good getting 2 wins back to back, and then not win, but you can kind of see it happening. And they're like, they're playing too safe. Put Portal in.
Yes, it's just everything that we say. The reverse of it happens. Let's see. Ying will be able to get away. Eye for an eye already used, and the pick that we both team boring. Oh wait, no, Blink goes in. Might be risky for him, but he doesn't get crowd control in time by Mythic Seal, so he's able to get away. Nico tasted a bit of damage from the members of Yangon, so that might be a bit of a warning shot. But we still have to acknowledge it's a 10,000 gold lead. Mythic Seal's comfortably closer to the 45,000 gold mark, with Yangon still just about to scratch 35. That's at least 2.5 item lead already for Mythic Seals.
Let me just say, this should be GG, because what Mythic Seal can do is show their face around the Lord. And then you already know where I'm going with this, Ranmar. Chip just waits, and then the moment sees one person defending the base, just portal everyone and end the game.
Yeah, it's tough for Yangon. It's like you have to tell each other, guys, no one's gonna defend. What do you mean no one's gonna defend? What do you want to do? It's because they have a chip on the other side. Okay, I get you, but like, so right now, if you're Yangon, you're stuck in base. Literally, there's not much you can do unless somehow you find a punish. Maybe it's gonna be Kun, but not even. Ying doesn't have enough damage. It was just him and Blink.
So at this point, they're just waiting for the traditional Mythic Seal throw then.
Yeah, let's see if Mythic Seals will actually slip up. Kun goes in, SOD to the back. Han with the damage, Blink falls down. Ken's damage way too much. Stitch in the middle of it all. He's trying to survive. Look at the space and the damage provided by the Moscow, but Ying going in only to get blasted in an instant, and that leaves Stitch in no man's land against 3. Make that 4 members of Mythic Seals. Moscow down. Godlike for Ken.
I mean, you know that there's nothing can be done there, and Nico already feeling pretty confident. The recalls are starting to come in. Just wait until he gets free shots here. And now at top, Han gets taken down. Killing spree for Zippy Cutie. I don't think Lina and Blink can protect this base. They're going to end the game right now. Mythic Seal is going to equalize.
Mythic Seals, after game number 1, recovers strongly in this game number 2, dominating 10,000.